This is Ben from Testive, and we're solving an SAT inequality with a binomial. So the trick to solving a binomial inequality is to first solve it as if it's just an equation, okay? X squared minus 3x minus 4 equals 0, and find the solution or the zeros of the binomial. So we'll factor this. Okay, so remember when we're factoring a binomial, split it into two parentheses. We have x, and then we need two numbers that will add to equal -3 and multiply to equal -4. So in this case, that's going to be -4 and +1. And that's just sort of trial and error to figure that out. Because -4 times 1 is -4, -4 plus 1 is -3. So now we can see that the zeros are x equals 4, okay, because if we set x minus 4 equal to 0, we get x equals 4, or x equals -1. So now here's the trick. We're going to then set up basically these zeros as test points on, or these values as test points on on a number line. So we can say here's -1. So we have an interval here from everything less than -1. And then we have +4. So we have an interval here between the two. Then we have another interval here. And we're going to test a number from each of these. So we're going to test, let's just say we'll test -2 for the first one. We'll test 0. Oh, I guess 0 would be more like there. And we'll test, let's say 5. Okay, so if -2, when we plug it in for x to the original equation, all right, so let's make ourselves a little chart so we don't lose track here. We're going to try, we have x is less than -1. That's going to be one interval. We're going to have -1 is less than x is less than 4. And we're going to have x is greater than 4. Now, we can actually already see that this is going to be the correct answer right here, because it's the only one of these that's actually available. But that said, let's just see why. So if we plug 0 in, okay, which is within that interval, if we plug 0 in, then we get 0 squared minus 3 times 0 minus 4, which is 0 minus 0 minus 4, which is -4, which is less than 0. Okay. So that's correct. We can see why that one's correct. Now let's just take one more example. Okay, I'm going to move it down here so you have some room. Let's just say if we plug a -2 in, which would be x is less than -1, then we're going to get -2 squared minus 3 times -2 minus 4, which is 4 plus 6 minus 4, which gives us 6 is less than 0, which is not true. Okay, so this is not true, this is not true, and this is our correct answer.